Well, hello everyone. Happy Monday. And for those of you who are on this side of the pond, happy Labor Day. I hope that your day is going well for you. I'm Sheryl, and I'm here with Lisa Horton Crafts, and I've got some wonderful, wonderful products to share with you today. Let's see, who do we have? Tracy. Oh, hi, Lisa. How are you? Lorraine and Lynn and Valerie and Sheena. Hi, everybody. So thankful that you're here joining me today. I've got lots of products. I just kind of went through my stash when I started with actually this. This set, it's part of Lisa's Christmas release. One of her Christmas releases was Spellbinders, and it's the Merry Sentiments stamp and die cutting set. So I started out with this, and then I thought, well, what could go with it? So I just kind of started rumbling through, and I really bashed my stash with the products that I came up with. So I used this one. It's called Festive Ornaments, and I just love that teeny little holly. I know there's holly on one of the newer ones, but if you happen not to have the newer one and you have this one, this will work. You could use either one. And then I relied upon my fundamentals. I used the nested tags, this second largest die here I used, and then I used the fundamentals nested rectangles, the largest one, and then the new lots of stripes from the Christmas release as well. So those are all of the products. As you can see, lots of dies with this project, but I just love what I came up with because it's so cute and so simple. And here it is. It is it's actually a gift card holder and a card. So you can put your gift card on the back there and stick your stick it down in there, and you have room to leave your little note and message as well. So that's today's little project that we'll be doing. And to get us started, let's see, what's the first thing I'm going to do? I've done a lot of die cutting ahead of time. So I think the first thing that I want to do is pull out the lots of stripes. And I'm just going to, there's two different, actually there's three dies in here, two different directions for them. Let's see who else. Oh, hi, Rebecca and Pam and Aaron from Winnipeg. Thank you for being here. Lorraine, let's see, Trudy, hi, thank you for being here. So I'm using from this die set, the lots of stripes, I'm using the ones that go horizontally. And then I'm going to use this outer die as well so that it'll cut out this in like a frame, create that little frame for us. So let me get my tape, move this out of the way. I've been running around all morning today, and I didn't slow down till about an hour or so ago. And so I'm trying to get this evenly spaced around. It's very easy to do. Just put that down. I'm going to use some low tack tape here to keep it from moving around in my die cut machine. And I'm going to just run this through my Platinum 6, my Lisa Horton Platinum 6, my beautiful little die. And I actually got new plates for her last week because I had just been die cutting away, and those plates said no more. So I was happy to get those in. Okay, so let me take this off. This is such a versatile set, and I love how all of Lisa's products, they just work well together. So don't be afraid if you don't have everything, you can go back through your stash and I'll bet you anything you'll have something that will work and give you the look that you're looking for with any cards that get shown. Okay, so get this out of the way, and then I'll just pop this out. Oops, looks like I missed. No, I didn't. Okay, and then just get rid of these little pieces because we don't need them for this project. There we go. You know what? I forgot to take that. I had a magic mat in there, and I needed to take that out and put my Lisa Horton plates back in. That'll teach me. I was trying to conserve my plates. I want them to last a long time. So I forgot to change it. So okay, so I've done some homework already. So this is an A2 size card, and this is an A2 size card base. And then this is from the Fundamentals Nested Rectangles. This is the largest one. And then this is the second largest of the tags. What are these called again? I'm so terrible with names. Fundamentals nested tags. Duh. I can't get any easier than that. So that's some of the die cutting that I've done. I've done more, but we'll just go with this part for right now. And for this, there we go. What I want to do is add some glue and put this on the center, but I just want to be careful to only put it around the edges so that we don't end up with glue where we don't want it. And trying to get my glue started over here. And I'm just putting it around the edges. That's going to have to be my and don't need a whole lot of glue, just enough to go around that edge, because we want to keep the slots free so that our tag can slide in and out. So we're going to put this onto our die cut rectangle, and that is the largest rectangle from, oops, I'm glad I used glue, so I got a little wiggle room there. Okay, and we'll let that cure for a minute, and then I'll show you some of the other die cuts that I've done. I use the Merry Sentiments, and I wanted a really sparkly sentiment. So what I did, I took some Versamark, and then I just embossed the full sheet of paper for the background on the Mary, and then I just die cut it out. And then I just stamped the big stamp that is on this set. And I love this because all these sub-sentiments, I call them, I don't know what they're technically called, but all of these smaller sentiments, sorry for making all this noise, they're all one piece, which is fabulous. So let me get this off of here. It's all one piece, the stamp. So I stamped that in Versamark, and I die cut it all using the once through die. I love it. And then I heat embossed it using my sparkly red embossing powder. And so that's how I got my background and my sub sentiments to match. And so I went ahead and die cut those. And then from the smaller festive ornaments, I took the little holly and die cut the berries for those. And then from green cardstock, I die cut the little holly leaves. And so that's the die cutting and how I did it. And so the next thing we'll do is go ahead and add our sentiments and decoration to our little nested fundamental fundamental nested tags. I'm just going to use glue for this because it's easier, and you can get the glue exactly where you want it so that it'll stick down, because you want this to stay down, because it's probably going to get quite a bit of handling if you use it as a gift card holder. So you want to use a nice substantial glue and just put that down. Now I only use, this is actually a 3-layer sentiment. There's 3 pieces to this sentiment die. There's this piece, which is the white lettering, this piece, which is red. And if you wanted to even use a third color, you could use all 3. But I just went with the red and white, but you could easily do red, white, and green if you wanted. Or if you're doing something else and want 3 colors, Lisa's got you covered with her sentiments. So let's see. Now I need to choose my sub-sentiment. And what do I have left? We could say, how about Merry and Bright? Oops. I think that one would work pretty well because I didn't do a second set of these. So we'll just do Merry and Bright. That'll work just fine, I think. So we'll put some glue on that. And this one comes, it comes together really quickly, and it's nice if you have a lot of gift cards to give away for the holidays. This is a nice way to do it, and you can still write something nice to the gift recipient on the inside of your card. Make sure that's straight. That looks pretty straight to me. And then we'll do one of our holly leaves, our little cluster of holly. But as I was saying, this one is simple to do, and you can create multiples. All of my grandkids, they're older now, and they definitely don't want me buying them clothes. They're like, Mama, no, do not buy me clothes. I don't know why they don't like my taste in clothes. I think I do just fine. But they prefer gift cards. So all my grands get gift cards for Christmas. So they'll be getting one of these. And then I used some ribbon that I had on hand. But there's actually, what I didn't do on my sample, there's a little reinforcer. And you could do this on that die, on the nested tags die. Let me pull it out so you can see it. There's a little reinforcer die, and you can, I could have cut this twice. Let me pull it out so you can see it. There it is. I could have cut this twice, but I didn't. I just cut it the once, and to show you that you can reinforce that tag if you're worried about that ribbon pulling too much. You can just put one of these on the front and one of these on the back, and that'll be a nice reinforcement for you. I'm telling you, Lisa thought about everything with these dies. She always thinks everything through. It's just amazing to me. And now I'm going to try and get glue on this teeny little piece with my big hands, and that is not a good mix, but we're going to do our best to get just a little bit of glue on there. And well, my fingernail and liked it. I should have left it on my fingernail. And then we'll just put that down in the center. Oops. Now I hope that I don't. I want it on the edges. Let me do it this way. Aha. There is more than one way to skin a cat. And I'll just stick it this way. And you could also use clear tape if you wanted, but I'd rather do this. And just let that sit there for a little bit. And we can go ahead while this dries and put our if I had 2 tags, that's what I should do. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll die cut another tag and then it'll have something to adhere to. How about that? And then we can glue them together. So I'm just going to take this second largest die that I used and die cut another piece with a hole. Oh, you know what? I'm going to create big problems for myself here if I don't do this correctly. Now I'm trying to decide, do I even want to do it? I don't want to do it because if I don't put this hole in the exact same place, since I have taken my dies apart, I could create a problem. So, well, let's not create problems for ourselves. Let's leave it there because it's not needed. But I just thought maybe, well, that idea just didn't pan out. Okay, so then we'll go ahead and put our front piece onto our card base, which is, again, an A2 card base. And then I just want to take my double check and make sure nothing's stuck that's not supposed to be. And we'll take some tape runner or glue, whichever you prefer. And run that around all 4 sides. Okay. And don't want to push that down. It's not quite straight. Oops. There we go. And then we'll use our little burnish, give it a little burnish there to make sure we got a nice good stick. And then for the inside, I want to add another little piece of holly to just decorate the inside where I'm going to leave my note. Just put that down here in the corner. My fingers. There we go. So when they open it up, they've got that. And you can go ahead and write your little sentiment to accompany your gift. And then the last thing we need to do is add some ribbon. And we'll just take get my scissors. We don't need too big a piece. I always cut more ribbon than I need. And this is just ribbon that I had in my stash. This is really bashing your stash. And I think I did 2 pieces of white. Yeah, I think that's what I did on the sample, but you don't have to use ribbon at all if you don't want to, actually. But got way more ribbon than I need. And just run that ribbon through and make a loop, which is easier to do with 1 than 3, but why make it easy on yourself? And then just pull that through. Might do better doing one piece at a time. Just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle till you get it through and tighten it. And then I like to, once I get it tightened, you don't have to do this, but I like to add just a little dollop of glue in the back to keep those ribbons from wiggling around too much as it sits there. And then you take your scissors and give it a haircut. And you're ready to add your gift card to the back. I just put double-sided tape on the back of the gift card and then stick it down in, and you could choose where you want it. Oh, you know what? I did do something else, because as you can see on this, the the red is showing in between. If I put it, you can put it like this, and that would be fine. But if you don't want that to show, you need to create a little pocket. So I did that by using an X-Acto knife. And I should have done that before I put this down. I completely forgot that I did this step. So, but I took an X-Acto knife and my ruler. And decided where I wanted to go. So I wanted to go in this one. So I'm just going to take my knife and run that through. I'll try to only cut through one. But when you make this, if you want to do it so that the red pockets, the tag is hiding behind the red, you want to only do, let me see if I got that pocket deep enough. Yeah, that's deep enough. And I managed not to cut the back. So it can't be done if you screw it up like I just did. But so now we can stick it in, and oops, do I need to go further? I need to go up a little bit further. Yeah, then you can stick it in, and you won't have to worry about that red showing up. Like so. Almost like so. Get it down in there.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I don't know if you heard my Alexa. She started talking to me. She thought, I guess when I said like so, she thought I said her name. So there we go. We've got a cute little gift card holder for Christmas. You can make these for birthdays or just thinking of you. Lisa's got lots of other 3-layer sentiments with sub-sentiments that would work perfectly for this. So it's a fun, easy way to give a gift card without having to buy anything extra. You can just go in there and bash your stash and create something fun. So thank you so much for your time today. I hope that you have a wonderful remainder of your holiday, if it's holiday for you, and the remainder of your Monday if it's not. Thank you again. Be sure to check out Paula. She's going to be live tomorrow showing us all of the fabulous things that are coming up on Hobby Maker this week. This is a fantastic week for Lisa Horton Crafts, so you don't want to miss out on anything. Lisa, the schedule is actually in the Lisa Horton Crafts official Facebook group on Facebook, and on Thursday, Lisa will be live on Hobby Maker TV. So thank you all. Have a fantastic weekend. We will see you later in this week. Bye for now.